Peace, peace, peace. What's good, family? How are you? Um, this is my first time doing this on my laptop, and I wanted to discuss how do we protect Black women. I want to do several parts of this, and either later today or most likely tomorrow, I would like to bring in a guest, Black woman, to talk about how do we protect um, Black women. Um, I think that this is an important topic. I think on many levels, the disrespect of the Black woman continues and it needs to stop. There are different levels of protection that are needed for Black women. And I think that the society that we live in right now, the culture that we live in right now, calls for the protection of Black women. And the importance of Black women is that these are our mothers, these are our daughters, and our nieces, um, and our granddaughters, and our grandmothers, and our aunties. And I see a lot of disrespect going on and a lot of things that threaten our Black women. So I wanted to discuss that and really get an engaged conversation going, and where we can, implement actionable items in order to begin to protect our Black women, Black girls. And I think that the protection that we could really bring into existence, is on a lot of levels. How do we protect our Black women spiritually? I want to say that from the spirit, from the soul. How do we protect them culturally? Um, the mores and the mores, culture meaning cultivated behavior. How do we connect them communally in the community? How we can do that. And right now, I'm just kind of outlining some things that we could talk about. How do we create within that, create the space where they feel protected? How do we use our time online to protect Black women? How do we physically protect Black women in our community, not only from the predators that exist in our own community, but those forces that are outside of our community? How do we, protect our Black women as it relates to economically? You know, and I'm not saying this in any particular order. Provide the economics and the means for our Black women to feel protected and empowered. And I think we shouldn't just talk about protecting, but empowering. Making sure that they feeling that they are included. How do we protect our Black women and empower our Black women educationally? I think that starts with a real push for community control of our schools. This is a demand that we have way back in the '60s. You know, a real key component in my view. How do we protect Black women from the predators that exist inside of their own families? That you know, that is one of the first places where Black women are not protected inside of their own homes. And how do we protect them professionally so that they can strive and fulfill their dreams and goals? How do we protect them romantically in relationships? How do we protect and empower them there? How do we protect them socially and from socially and social media wise? Those images that are coming that downgrade them. How do we protect them in a class sense, in terms of poor Black women? How do we protect and empower them when they are shamed for having children or multiple children? How do we protect and empower them when they are shamed for their weight? How do we protect Black women when there's are some negative Black women out there with negative words to say and spouting that off all the time? And how do we protect Black women from the images that they see, whether affirming or not affirming, whether, for lack of a better term, thirst trapping that we see online? And that, you keep having these images and these images of how a Black woman's body is supposed to look. And then you have, the images of these celebrities that present themselves in certain ways that aren't always healthy. I'm speaking of, in my opinion, this Chloe Bailey individual. So these are some of the aspects that I'm going to be talking about. How do we protect Black women and empower Black women and empower mothers and empower wives? This is what I'm going to be talking about, most likely tomorrow with a guest. So these are some ideas. If you have some more ideas, please put them down and we can discuss. Please put them down in comments so we can add to the conversation. And we want to keep this conversation going because the importance of Black women being protected is paramount to all of our success in life. So that's all I want to say for now. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. I'm not exactly sure how this is coming out because I'm doing this on StreamYard, and I believe after I end the broadcast, I just send it over to YouTube. I'm not even sure. Well, it's not live right now. It's just recording. So I'll figure that out and send it over to my YouTube channel. And please chime in and help me build this channel. Please help me build this space that I'm trying to build. And I want you guys to have a wonderful day. And again, let's throw some ideas on how to protect some real actual items of how we can protect Black women, and protection of Black women helps to build the Black family. All right. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I will definitely be talking to you soon. Peace.